Creed. Okay, so as we normally do, let's have the children come on up. What a big group we got here. Good morning. Are you all excited? You're excited. Next Sunday is your Sunday school program. Are you excited about that? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? All right. Okay, Mrs. Greiner, they said that they're ready for it. Okay, what I would like to do this morning is just go over a few things that you went over with Pastor Jack last week. For example, last week he talked about, because I was taking notes last week, he talked about this particular season in the church year. We know, of course, that the season of spring will soon be the season of winter. But why all the blue stuff around? Because it's the national color of Christmas. Well, it's not exactly the national color of Christmas, but it is something, it's getting what? Ready for Christmas. And the word hope, I like that word hope, because hope, blue is the color of hope. And of course, we are hoping for what? I knew that was going to come. Besides Santa Claus, we are waiting for what? What holiday? Christmas, yes. Okay. Yes?
Well, for Christmas, it's when Jesus was born.
Is what?
When Jesus was born.
Yes. Christmas is when Jesus was born. And that's really the important thing about Christmas. Yes?
And back then, they were hoping for Jesus to be born.
Okay, they were waiting for Jesus to be born, and that's basically what's the word we use? Advent, yes. An Advent, and we're waiting for Jesus to be born. Well, actually, Jesus was born, but we're waiting for Christmas when we remember when Jesus was born. Okay, how many Sundays are there in Advent? How many? No? 4. Yes, there are 4 Sundays in Advent, and that thing over there is called a what? That's the Advent wreath. And the question is, why are there 5 candles on the Advent wreath? Who knows? Okay, who knows? Why are there 5 candles?
On Christmas Eve, we light the last one.
All right, very good. On Christmas Eve, we light the very last one. The 4 candles around it, the 3 blue candles and the pink candle, would be a countdown for each Sunday in Advent. And then on Christmas Eve, we light the white candle. Now, there's something that you might be interested in knowing, perhaps the grown-ups too. The Advent wreath was invented almost 200 years ago by a Lutheran pastor in Germany. And he ran a school. And he got tired of people coming up every morning and saying, "Pastor, how is it Christmas yet? Is it Christmas yet?" So what he decided to do is he was going to make a wreath and put candles on it, and that would be the countdown to Christmas. But it didn't look like that. He took a big cartwheel, and he put little red candles for each day of Advent, except for Sundays. On Sundays, he had large white candles. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, each day they would light another red candle, and then on Sunday they would light the white one, and then it would go for the next week, the next week, the next week. Can you imagine if we had a wreath like that? It would be this big, and probably we would have to have, unfortunately, we have members of the fire department here, we would probably need that, especially when we would get near the end of Advent and coming up to Christmas Eve. Okay, the other question I want to ask you is, where was Jesus born? You have the option of two answers. Yes?
A farm.
Okay, you're close. Stable, okay, in stable. And what did Mary use for a crib?
A manger.
Okay, a manger. And what is a manger? Anybody know what a manger is?
Where animals rest.
I'm sorry?
Where animals rest.
Yes, where animals, well, actually where animals eat. A manger is a box for animals to eat. Yes?
It's also called a stable.
Yes, it's also called a stable. Yes, it's also called a stable, but the box, the crib that Mary used was a manger. And what's normally in a manger? Not Jesus. What's normally in a manger?
A baby.
Well, no. What's in a manger normally? Yeah, there was a baby in the manger on Christmas. Yeah. Food. What kind of food?
Hay and like foods for chickens.
Okay, mostly hay. Mostly hay. And you know the song Away in a Manger, right? You know the song Away in a Manger? The little Lord Jesus asleep on the what? Asleep on the hay. Yes.
There was also food for pigs to eat. There's mud.
I'm sorry?
There's also mud usually in it.
Oh, usually mud in there? Yeah.
Yeah, pigs.
Stables are not the cleanest places in the world. This is true. Okay. One other question. In what town was Jesus born? Yes. Bethlehem. Bethlehem. Okay. Pastor Jack will be happy to know that you remembered the things he taught you last week. This was, I hate to use the word, quiz. Okay, so why don't you folks come over this way, and I'm going to ask Mrs. Greiner and her helpers to come up and light the Advent wreath. So folks over there, if you just want to scooch over here. Yeah, how do I get this out of here? With great difficulty.
Isaiah chapter 11, verses 1 through 6. A shoot shall come out from the stump of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. The Spirit of the Lord shall rest on him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord. His delight shall be in the fear of the Lord.
He shall not judge by what his eyes see, or decide by what his ears hear, but with the righteous he shall judge the poor, and decide with equity for the meek of the earth. He shall strike the earth with the rod of his mouth, And with the breath of his lips he shall kill the wicked. Righteous shall be the belt around his waist, and faithfulness the belt around his loins.
The wolf shall live with the lamb, the leopard shall lie down with the kid, the calf and the lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them.
Okay, you can all go back to Sunday school now.